Welcome, I'm Nina Gryphon, and this is the Astrology and Magic channel. Today we'll talk about the astrology of week 4 of May 2025. This covers May 25th through the 31st. First off, I'd like to say thank you to all of my patrons. I appreciate all of your support. If you would like to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/Nina Gryphon, and you can get access to all of these forecasts early before the general public. At the highest tier, you can get access to my monthly Magical Elections ebook, which teaches you how and when to make astrological talismans. On May 25th, Mercury enters Gemini. Mercury enters his own domicile now, where he's truly at home in the mutable and above all dual sign. This is a highly magical placement for Mercury, though truthfully Mercury is magical in every sign, just in a different way. He is never ordinary and forever invites us to enter the realm of the extraordinary with him. It's just that with every sign, the portal and nature of the extraordinary experience will differ. We can experience the magic and transformative power of Mercury through words, whether seemingly ordinary or overtly magical, numbers, stories, and above all, signs and symbols. That is the nature of Mercury in Gemini. I think of Mercury as a wormhole portal that travels through the zodiac, and now he is in the realm of literature, writing, and communication, though also seemingly mundane activities like business, negotiations, and transactions. He seems to say that everything can transport us to a higher, more refined level of understanding and bliss if we are willing to play the game by his rules instead of insisting on our own version of reality. May 25th, Mercury at 0 Gemini makes a sextile to Saturn in Aries. Mercury and Saturn are harmoniously configured now, and Mercury toys with heavy matter, shaping it by convincing arguments and subtle suggestions that push Saturn this way and that. Clay now moves according to the divine spirit symbolized by Mercury, which is a rare enough occurrence. I would suggest that this moment presents the opportunity to bring some magic and lightness to this otherwise heavy, incarnated state, whether through hermetic pursuits or more mundane mercurial activities. May 26th, we have a new moon at 6 Gemini. This moon is ruled by and conjoining Mercury in Gemini. It conjoins the fixed star Antares at 9 Gemini, the eye of the celestial bull, which is associated with new beginnings of all kinds. The new moon also makes a sextile to Saturn, which is a fairly light aspect to the heavy planet. But Mercury is really in charge of this 2-week period, and he is truly in his own element. Though he is combust now and will not emerge from under the beams for another 10 days, we can expect him to be working behind the scenes to lay the threads of future events in designs that are currently incomprehensible, but whose meaning may well emerge soon as he comes out from under the beams. Note that Mercury's moving very fast now, which is what he does whenever he starts to approach the conjunction to the Sun. It's like he can't wait to experience the recharge and purification he gets from the solar conjunction. All things hasten to the truth symbolized by the Sun, especially Mercury and Venus. And in many ways, finding meaning in the next 2 weeks will be critical. Spiritual and hermetic work is especially blessed during this time, so we should take advantage of the current energies. May 27th, Mercury at 3 Gemini trines Pluto in Aquarius. This is Mercury playing nice with the god of the underworld. While Pluto is mostly impervious to negotiation, Mercury can now come to an understanding and some kind of terms, even with a mighty ruler of the realm of shades. On a personal level, we may be faced with a heavy reality symbolized by Pluto, but we now have a chance to take it lightly with humor, wit, and even insouciance reminiscent of the highest form of spiritual understanding. Once again, the rule seems to not be to take this reality too literally or too seriously. Life and death are just a place of consciousness, Mercury seems to say, and as such are fluid and malleable. May 29th, Mercury at 9 Gemini conjoins the Sun. This is the end of one cycle that began at 21 Aquarius on February 9th. That cycle began in an air sign ruled by Saturn and now ends in another air sign ruled by Mercury. Perhaps we took something very seriously back in early February that has now had a chance to evolve into a hermetic substance, perhaps even the famed philosopher's stone, which is the source of truth and immortality. Almost 4 months later, what have we learned? Hopefully this cycle taught us about transforming lead into philosophical gold, if not actual material gold. And this new cycle will continue until September 13th, when the Sun and Mercury will conjoin at 20 Virgo, so it will begin and end in Mercury's signs. If this is not an opportunity for magical and hermetic work, I don't know what is. The cycle now ending took us from the material to the ethereal. Now it is time to implement what we have learned here on Earth as we take our magical theories and gossamer threads and apply them to the physical realm symbolized by Virgo. Thanks for watching. I'm Nina Gryphon, and this is the Astrology and Magic channel.